Welcome back to another finance video with me. And in today's video, I wanted to ask you a question first off. Are there financial societal norms that everyone else has just accepted to be okay, except for you? Because listen, I got a list. In this video, we're going to go over this list together. I need somebody to share this with, so by default, it's going out to the audience. All right, so let's just dive right in. Number one, and y'all gonna hate me for this, but tipping. Okay, just pay everyone a livable wage. And I believe tipping should be an option. If you did something really well, you did something above and beyond, you should absolutely get tipped for it. But it shouldn't be the standard. We shouldn't have all this guilt around, I have to pay this person's salary pretty much because their company refuses to. It takes out the person that is responsible and it puts us as consumers and workers against each other. When it's like, it's not even about us. It's about this person that doesn't want to pay you. And everyone hate this too, but it's the truth. This is one of those things that has been bred out of slavery. Once all the slaves were free, now we have to force them, who took those jobs, right? Servants. So it's like, now we have to force them to be nice to us and to serve us nicely if they want to make money, because that's what your wages are based off of, what I feel I want to give you. And we've just stuck with that over the years when it's just unnecessary. Here's my thing. Lots of people in their jobs do a fantastic job, and their companies actually tell them you cannot take tips. You see how crazy that is? Like, imagine you going to Lowe's. It's 90 degrees outside. You pulling up in your truck and you ask the man out there to load you up 100 bags of mulch. Them bags of mulch like 20 pounds a bag. You don't think that man deserves a tip? Is he allowed to take it? No. Why? Because he's getting paid a livable wage, but that was a service. I mean, goddamn. The man, I don't know if I said it on YouTube, but I mean, the man is out here sweating. He's breaking his back, loading up this mulch for you. So I feel like, yes, we should tip him. So I feel like if we're going to do tipping, everyone should get tipped. Everyone should be okay with getting tipped. If I go into some beauty store and the lady that's helping me went above and beyond, spend an hour with me, picking products, telling me about this one, telling me about that one, designing my whole skincare routine. You mean tell me I can't give her $20 for her time on top of whatever you're paying her? It's ridiculous. And I feel like the moment we all come together and agree it's ridiculous is when some change can actually happen. But I had to get that off my chest. So I want us to get rid of tipping. Yeah, like I said, y'all gonna hate me for it. Y'all can feel free to fight me in the comments, but it's a hill I'm going to die on. Number two, insurance. But specifically like car insurance and stuff. I feel that if I go through a nice long year of not having any accidents, just run my money into the next year. Why do I gotta pay this every single month? And then when it is time for me to file a claim, then you want to fight me on it. Now you don't want to give me any money. So, I get there's insurance fraud, and I get that, let's say I'm only paying $1,000 a year. And then on that fourth year, I have some incident that cost me $5,000. But my years of paying $1,000 now has paid that off. Like, okay, I guess I get that. But I could easily go 20 years and not having any issues. And now, you know what I mean? So I just feel like just run me my money back. If I don't use it, if I don't have any accidents, if I did really well, just run me my money back. Because pretty much I'm just paying for other people to have accidents. And that's not okay. That's not okay. That was not a hill I would die on, but I do feel pretty passionate about it. Rolling into number three, service fees. I get a convenience fee. And for this reason, I don't buy movie tickets online. I will drive to the movie theater and buy my ticket for the next day because I refuse to pay for convenience, in some aspects. But when it's just a random service fee, it's like, oh, well, I'm just charging because this is the system we use and that system costs us. Take that out your bottom line. Why do I gotta pay for that? You know what I mean? Like I said, I got no problem coming here and just giving you cash. You chose to have this system in place. So I don't know. I don't think we should have to be paying service fees. And sometimes they be outrageous. We're not talking cents. We're talking like $10 sometimes. I remember one time I took it upon myself. I wanted to go see like one of those Cirque du Soleil shows on ice, and the place was almost an hour away. So I was in the comfort of my home, and I was like, I'm gonna pay for these tickets online. And then I saw there was a $10 service fee, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna drive across town. I'm gonna just pay for it in person. And when I got there, it was still $10 service fee. So I'm like, what's the fee for? I'm here. I'm here to buy it. Like, I'm not using the online site. I'm buying it with you in person. So I just feel like those kind of service fees are just ridiculous. And if you're someone that works in those companies and you want to explain to me a little bit why that fee is, then again, that's not a hill I'll die on. I'm willing to hear you out. Maybe I'll change my mind about what I believe about that. But for right now, I believe it's ridiculous, and we can just get rid of those. Number 4, kicking kids off insurance at the age of 26. I think this only happens in the United States of America. All these things probably only happen in the United States of America. But if my mom wants to carry me on her insurance plan until I'm 60, why can't she do that? I don't understand this whole you can only carry your kids until they're 26. Even if you want to charge a little bit more because now I'm an adult with more problems, that's fine. But just this fact that it's just illegal to have me, I don't get it. I'm like, is it some tax back loop? I'm not understanding. Like, does that make me a dependent still? And since she can't claim me as a dependent, I just don't understand. So that one's more so a lack of education on why this is a rule, and that's why it bothers me. I think if I was a little more informed, maybe it wouldn't bother me so much. But yeah, I just feel like if you want to have a family plan, why can't we just have a family plan? Why everyone got to have their own insurance? So yeah, that can go. Next, number 5 is going to be property tax and rent increases, because please explain it to me. And with the rent increases, I understand demand, okay? But if there's 10 people that can afford something, just give it to whoever was there first. Why does it have to be whoever is the highest bidder? This isn't an auction. You know what I mean? Like, go off of who was there first, who had better credit, who had a better recommendation, just like a job. There's 10 qualified candidates. You got to pick one. Or what are you going to do? Start charging people? Whoever's willing to pay me, they can get the job. Like, it's just ridiculous. And when it comes to property taxes, like, I guarantee you, as I'm living on this property, the value of it is not going up. At least the land that it's on. The stuff I put in the house, sure, that might go up. But the land it's on, what value is going up that we got to increase these property taxes? I don't get it. I don't get it. It feels a little greedy. It's giving greed. So I'm anti that as well. And not a hill I'll die on. If y'all want to argue and give me a fresh perspective, maybe I'll see it from your point of view. But for right now, I don't. And right now, it's just looking like you're greedy. And I don't like that. So that's number 5. Number 6, piggybacking off of number 5, HOA fees. If I gotta cut my own grass, trim my own bushes, can't design the front of my house like I want because we have to have this uniform suburban look, what am I paying for? For you to just go out and put Christmas lights on the outside of the complex so that it looks pretty? Like, what are y'all doing with these fees? If there's 30 homes in this area and we all paying $300 a year, what are we doing with that money? Like, I'm just curious. Like I said, I understand when it comes to condos because you got someone coming out there cutting the grass for people. They're doing things to maintenance, but like everyone's responsible for their own lawn. People even get fined if they don't, abide by the rules and make sure that their house is neat and pretty. So if I gotta do all the work, what am I paying for? Just to be in the community? I'm paying for I ain't got a security guard and there's no car patrolling to make sure like our little complex is secure. So what's the fee for? I think we can get rid of that as well. HOAs out. And again, for you people that are on those committees, you can feel free to be angry in the comments and tell me like why this matters and why I shouldn't be that upset about it, and then I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. My bad. But in the meantime, I'm not with it. Number 7, application fees. And that goes for stuff like, college, for example. And I understand. You want to limit the amount of people that's applying. Because, if it's just free, people probably just apply all day long. And then you got all these applications to review. And who wants to do that? That's a headache. But at the same time, you could be limiting a very good candidate because they ain't got the money to pay for it. So that's the other side of that coin. But just in general, I'm like, isn't the university paying those people a nice hourly wage or salary or whatever to review applications? So it's like, why do I have to also, what am I paying for? Am I paying to use the system? Am I paying that person their hour worth of time? Which again, I'm assuming that your company should be paying you for that. So why do I have to pay for that? So like, just the application fees, I don't understand either. And especially if you're getting denied. And can you imagine sending an application in, $75, and then they deny you? Like, bring me the money back then. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm getting in, you can put that towards my tuition or, whatever I'm applying for, but it's the deny and take my money at the same time. So, yeah, application fees, I'm not sure what the purpose there is for either. Last one on the list, name brands. It's giving, we as a people, it's something about exclusivity and like bragging rights and like ha ha ha. Like, it's like this, I don't know, like there's this energy like I have to prove that like I'm better than people, or like I'm a part of this club that you can't get into. And like that's what it's also causing this divide, this unnecessary, like this is why we can't come together. But anyway, I got nothing against name brands, but it's just when a non-name brand is the exact same quality, it's just as good, sometimes even better. But just because I slapped a name brand on it, now it's worth $50 more. Like, I don't know. It's like it's paying for this credibility or paying for this club or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Especially when it just goes back to like what's popular in the moment, like Crocs. Right? And this is not nothing bad against Crocs, but I remember when I was young, Crocs were like, you got those at Rainbow, you got those at Dot, you got those at like the dollar store. You know what I mean? Like Crocs was like the house shoe. I had a pair of Crocs. $6 is what I paid for them. Like you can get them at like the beauty supply store, like in the neighborhood. And you just wore those around, like people wear them now. Just wear them around town, wear them around the house, like whatever. And then I don't know what happened to Crocs. Like they fell off the market. People wasn't really rocking with Crocs. And then they made a comeback. And I imagine that some celebrity, somebody out there popularized it. And now it's like $60. This same shoe that used to cost $6, this same shoe that people used to be like, oh, that's the poor people shoe. Now it's a brand. And because it's a brand, now we're going to tax $50 on it. That was a $6 shoe. I guarantee you they haven't put any more money into making those shoes. I've seen them. Besides, they got all the fancy little logos. Now you can get cars on it. You can get Winnie the Pooh. Like you can get custom Crocs now. But I'm just saying, like the quality of the shoe, I feel it's the same as I remember back in the day. So it's just like, what changed? Popularity. And now because everyone likes it, now we tax it. And I just think it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Okay. This wasn't really an educational video. This is more like a rant. But I feel like we needed to share. We need to bond. Because I can't be the only one that thinks some of these things are a little absurd. And we all just accept them as normal and just keep going about our life and paying for these things when we all just know it's not right. And somebody's got to say something. So I'm going to be the one to say something. I'm starting a movement. Okay, that's all I got for this video though. Please share in the comments any other ones that you thought of as I was going on my rant. Maybe you start to feel my passion. Maybe that made you a little angry about some things that you are angry about. So feel free to share those in the comments. This is a safe space. That's what this is for. And like I said before, if you want to argue with me on any of those 8 things that I mentioned, I'm open for that as well. Put those in the comments. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give me that thumbs up. Share it with someone else that has these passions or maybe works in any of those fields and you just like, can you believe this person on the internet talking crazy about this kind of stuff? Yeah, go ahead and share it with them. I'm open for dialogue. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. As always, don't forget to crush it.